Malika again, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I have a Boxy charm review for you guys. So if you guys want to find out what my thought on the June 2019 Boxy charm and also how I got this look using the products from this box, then please keep on watching. Alright, so let's go ahead and run through the products that I received from this month box first. So the theme of this month box is Getaway. Here's the little card that came with it. So I got the Tarte BU Naturally eyeshadow palette. So here is the outer box looks like, and here's what the palette looks like, and we'll take a closer look at this palette as I show you guys how I did this look. Next I got the Touch and Soul No Problem Prime Essence. The name is a tongue twister to me. So that is a face primer. Also got the Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade lip gloss in the color Peach Tea, and I took it out of the package, but here's what it looks like. And a Steve Laurent jelly highlighter. And last but not least, I got the Dirty Little Secret lip liner. So this one is retail for $15. The highlighter is $26, the lip gloss is $17, the Touch and Soul primer is $23, and the Tarte palette is $36. So those are the products that I received in this month box. So let me go ahead and show you guys how I did this look. Tastes so good, right, Bodhi? So I think you're not really Asian if you never had this before. I'm going to use the palette that came in this month box. This is the Tarte High Performance Natural BU Naturally eyeshadow palette. And here's what the packaging looks like. It's a beautiful eyeshadow palette. Let's go ahead and use this to create the eyeshadow look first. And I have so much to say about this palette in particular. And let's go ahead and do this. And as always, I'm going to prime my eye first. This is the CoverGirl Lip Lock Up. Just apply a little bit of that on both of my eyelids. Just blend it out. This is one of my favorite drugstore eyeshadow primer. First, I'm going to pick up this matte shade right here and lay that down as the base. And this shade right here, not my favorite because it is so dusty in my opinion, and it looks rather very dry. It does make my eye a little bit patchy, but for the sake of this video, we're going to use it. For the crease color, I want to go in with this color right up here and then just apply that all over my crease. And I'm using a tapered blending brush E35 from Sigma. It is a little bit dusty too, this palette right here. This is a beautiful color, and it is a really good transition color, but it also very dusty like I said earlier. But it's applied a little bit better than the other shades. It's not as patchy. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a smaller blending brush. This one is from Luxie 231. And I'm picking up this beautiful color right here. It's a deeper chocolate brown, and then I'm going to apply that on my outer V. It's really add a little bit more dimension to the look itself, and it makes my eye look like I have a deeper sockets when I don't. So I really like that. I don't know if Tarte came out with this palette particularly for Boxy charm, or were they planning on putting it on sale at Tarte.com or at Ulta, Sephora, whatever. But I feel like the quality of this palette itself is not as good as other previous palette that I have from them in the past. I'm not particularly in love with these matte shades. They are rather a little bit chalky, a little bit too dry for my liking. But nonetheless, it did apply pretty, pretty easy. It doesn't look super patchy. It does take a little bit more of a blending work for me. Now for the shimmer shade, which we're about to apply in my eyes, I have a hard time playing around with this shade. I cannot get it to pick up on an eyeshadow brush. So I use the eye shading brush E55. This is my favorite eyeshadow brush, and it will not pick up. And I did try a little bit thinner eyeshadow brush and it will not pick up. I tried a denser one and it's just not working. So what I ended up doing is using my finger. So I'm going to do that and pick up one of the shade and apply that directly in my eyes. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'll show you guys in a bit. So I picked up this shade right here and just apply that all over. This is my eyelids color. So I'm just going to use a blending brush and just blend the color together so we don't look crazy. To line my eyes, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Pearl Vision Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen that I received in the mail the other day, and this is quickly become my new favorite. I'm going to quickly apply some mascara and lashes and I'll be right back. My lashes are on fleek right now and I'm obsessed with how they look, just so nice and flirty at the same time. So these are the Flirty Eyes 100% Minx lashes, and I'm not sure where this came from, but my good friend Marilyn from Facebook, she sent this to me. She sent me actually a whole box of lashes because she said she wasn't gonna get around to use those. So she reached out and said, hey Malika, you want to try any of these? So I said, send them my way. So here is one of the lashes that she sent me and I'm obsessed. What do you guys think? Does it look good on me? I hope it does. Let's go ahead and finish up our eye makeup. I'm going to go back into the palette and then pick up that brown shade again, the lighter tan color, and just apply that along my lower lash line. And then I want a little bit of shimmer, so I'm going to pick up the color right next to that and apply that in the part of my eye. And this one is the one that barely show up if I use the brush. And it's just very flaky. But I'm going to attempt to make this work. Let's go ahead and prime the face and finish up our face makeup. I'm going to dust some of those fallout from under my eyes. So we're going to use the No Pore Problem Prime Essence. So this one is from Tarte. And this one is more of a watery base compared to the previous primers that we have. As you can see, it's already running down the back of my hand. But it is a lot more water base or watery compared to the other Tarte primer that we had in the past from the Boxy charm. So far I quite like this primer, but I can't give you guys my final thought on this primer just yet because I haven't really tested out, like super tested out against the other primer. So I'm going to try to do that soon and keep you guys posted on this primer. But so far so good, and it does smell really nice too. And one other thing that I really like about this primer is that how quickly this primer absorbs to my skin. It's just like water, it just sinks in right instantly. So that is a good part about this primer. So overall, I'm still in the middle with this primer, so I'll keep you guys posted like I said earlier. But so far so good. That is all I have to say about this primer so far. Okay, for the foundation, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation, and mine is in the color 485. Going to pump 1.5 pump of this on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to use a Bare Mineral Luxe Performance brush for the foundation brush. And I'm just going to apply that on my face. And this foundation color is probably a little bit too light for me at the moment because I did got tan while I was in Cambodia. So, and I'm working half of my face at a time and just picking up the foundation as I go. For concealer, I'm going to use their Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and this is in the color 365 Cashew, and it is by L'Oreal. Just going to apply very little right here, blend it out. And you do want to blend this in right away when you apply the products or the concealer under your eyes, because it is quickly dry and set. Little bit of that right here, just a little dots on here and a little bit right here, and blend it out. And this is just a blending sponge you can get at Target. Powder my face, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetic Bye Bye Pores Airbrush Silk Press Finishing Powder, and I do know that there is a translucent version of this, and I'm going to use the Sigma Spotlight Duster. Pick this up and just dust it on my face, especially under my eyes, so the concealer doesn't crease. Alright, let's go ahead and bronze this face up because I look like a ghost right now. So we're going to use my favorite bronzer. You guys know this is the Becca Sun Lip Bronzer in Eponema Sun. One of my favorite all-time bronzer. I'm not putting this down at all, and I'm surprised it still look like I barely touched this bronzer, but I promise you guys I use this a lot. So I'm going to use the Sigma Large Angle Contour F40 brush to dust this bronzer all over my face. And look how it's instantly bring color back to my face. Isn't that just a beautiful bronzer or what? And I feel like on a regular day I could just wear this bronzer and skip out on the blush, and this is like a bronzer and blush all in one. It just make my face look that much more sun-kissed. Just like that. For blush, I'm going to use the PYT Beauty Heartbeat Cheek Color in the color Hustle. It's a beautiful color, and I think this will look really great with my bronzer. And I had used this with the bronzer in the past, and I really like this. So I'm using the IT Cosmetic Beautifully or Flawless Blush Brush 227, and pick that up and apply that to my cheek. It just has a very gorgeous sheen to it. Let's go ahead and use the highlight. This is the Steve Lauren Jelly Highlighter in the color Cotton Candy, and this is what it looks like. This has a very interesting, like a gel like a little plushy highlight. It's hard for me to explain, but it's just so nice and soft. It does not work with a brush, so it works better if I use my fingers, so that's what I'm going to do. Just going to use that and dot that on my cheek. It is a little bit more silver, peachy, pink color. I typically stay away from anything like with the silver for my highlight, just because I feel like it looks a little bit too ashy on me. And sorry, I'm not trying to flick you guys off or anything, but yeah, anything with the silver color for a highlight, I feel like it looks a little bit too ashy for me. Look more, too much stripy, I guess. But this kind of blend out really nicely, right? Okay, let's do the other side. So I'm going very light-handed with this. I just swipe it one time and just use it and apply it directly to my cheek and really blends it out so it doesn't look too stripy. So overall, I do like this highlight. I think it is a beautiful color. I just do wish that it is more of a gold reflect and a silver finish, I guess. But nonetheless, I still do like this highlight, and I think the formula is really nice. So if you guys don't want to get your hand dirty, I think you can still use this with a beauty blender. Let's try that. Yeah, you can use this with a beauty blenders and you can get the same result, or any sponge blender that you have. So I just dab a little bit of the sponge, and this is dry, by the way. So I did that, and then I just dab it on the back of my hair like this. See how much product it's picking up? It's a lot. That is blinding. And it does blend really nice to the skin though. It doesn't look like it just sitting on the top of the skin or anything. It just looks blend. Alright, moving on to the last products from this month box. So I got the Dirty Little Secret Pale Pink Lip Liner and also the Dominique Cosmetic lip gloss, and this is in the color Peach Tea. For the lip pencil that I received, I will not be using this because the color doesn't look good on me. It just looks way too pale. It looks almost like a concealer color on my lips, and it's right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it's right there. It just doesn't look very flattering on me. And I feel like the liner itself was a little bit too dry for my liking. So when I was trying it on for the first time on my lips, it's just a little bit harder for me to apply that on my lips. It's just harder to go on because it's a little bit more of a dry formula, so I'm not particularly a big fan of that liner. Although for the lip gloss, I love this gloss. It's still a little bit too pale for me, and I don't know, I feel like when I get tan, any lip color just get a little bit too pale for my liking. But I think if I use this on a bare lip, I still think it is more wearable versus that pair with the liner, you know? Because that way my natural lip color or lip pigment kind of like offset the paleness of this gloss, in my opinion at least. And this gloss just smells so amazing. I love the smell. It's not sticky, and I really liked that gloss that doesn't stick to my lips or have that sticky residue, you know. So yeah, really like this lip gloss, and the color is pretty too. And I probably will definitely wear this by itself or lay this on top of a pink nude lipstick. I think this will look great with that. So this month box is more of a miss to me. I have a lot more products that I didn't really care for compared to the previous month box. So the Tarte palette itself, I thought it was a little bit of a subpar palette compared to the other Tarte palettes that I received in the past. I'm not thrilled about the color selection, and I just thought the quality of the eyeshadow itself just not that great. For the lip liner, it's a little bit too dry. The color itself just doesn't match my skin tone, but I think if you are a little bit more lighter than me, you might like this color more. But in terms of the formula itself, I didn't really care for it because it's just a little bit too dry, too hard to put this on. For the lip gloss, I do like this, I guess. I mean, I'm in between. I do like how it looks on my lips right now. It does look a little bit too light, just a tiny bit lighter than what I typically wear in terms of lip colors in general. But as a gloss by itself, I liked it. But if I were to wear it with the lip liner, it's a big no-no because I look way too pale. So I'm in between with this gloss. I mean, it's in between the okay or the love, so it's, I guess it's alright to me. We're just gonna put it as an alright category. For the highlights, I do really enjoy this. I do wish that this give off a gold finish rather than a silver finish, but I thought it looks really nicely with today's makeup. It blends very well with the rest of my face makeup, and it doesn't look like it's just sitting on the top of it. And the texture itself is very interesting. It is harder to use a brush with this, but if you use your finger or the beauty blender to apply this product on the cheek and blend it out, it is that much easier, and I feel like this is a good highlight to have. So that is a light product for me. So last but not least, we have the primer. This is the Tarte Soul primer. I do really like this primer, I think. So I will do a comparison video between this primer and the one that we got in the previous month to see which one I prefer. But I do like how this feels on my skin, and it's really hydrating. So if you have like drier skin, or if you're planning on using a matte foundation, this is a kind of quite of a nice primer to use. So I do like 2 out of 5 products from this month, I guess. So that's why I put this month box in the mist category. So that is all I have to say about this month box. I don't think it is a terrible box. I do find 2 products that I like from this month box. I just do wish that I get better lips color selection. So hopefully next month I get a better shades. But yeah, that is all I have to say. So thank you so much for watching this video till the end. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and follow me on Instagram at Simply Swan, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah!